Now, here's the voice of the Pirates, Jeff Charles.
Welcome to the Joe Dooley Show. A lot to get caught up on as we have 4 games the Pirates have already played before we've had a chance to visit with Joe. East Carolina opened the season with a loss at Jacksonville State, bounced back with a victory over Campbell, then a big home win over Southwestern Louisiana, and then on to Lynchburg, Virginia to take on Liberty on Saturday night. And Joe, a lot of games very quickly here. You had 4 games in a row, and the ball club has responded pretty well.
Well, the season, once we get going, there's not a lot of time. It was ironic. We had a week between the Jacksonville State game and the Campbell game, and once we get into the games, it seems like you got a day or 2 of preparation, and then here we go again, and the season gets on you quick.
And the Pirates opened on the road with 2 games. Joe, that's always tough to do. A couple of TAC teams you played the first 2 games.
Well, unfortunately, the last couple of years we've played, last year was our first 4, this year was our first 2, and the young team, we were really concerned about that. And, for the most part, the young kids really responded well. We came out of that first road trip 1-1, and, that's not ideal, but, I think we learned a lot in that first game, and I think it showed up in the second game.
Going over to Jacksonville State in Alabama, taking on the Gamecocks. Joe, a brand new first-year coach over there, and I knew that you didn't know what you were really going to get into.
Well, it was, Mark Turgeon's done a good job down there. They have 9 juniors and seniors, so they're a pretty experienced team. We didn't have tape, and quite honestly, it was a lot of our guys' first experience on the road, and it showed. The kids played hard. We didn't make shots, and when you don't make shots on the road, you put yourself in a tough position, and we did.
Let's go over to Pete Matthews Coliseum now in Jacksonville and pick up the highlights as the Pirates take on the Gamecocks. Highlights brought to you by PCS Phosphate. And, Joe, we pick up the action in the first half against Jacksonville State.
There's a ball that's coming off a little downstream, puts the ball in the basket. It was probably one of the very few shots we made in the first half there, Jeff.
Yeah, I know it was kind of a tough start. We see another hoop inside for the Pirates, and this Jackson...
Academic excellence in a positive environment. Call Pitt Community College. There's a place for you at Pitt Community College.
Severe weather is on everyone's mind in eastern Carolina. We've seen how sudden storms produce damaging winds and coastal flooding. Improved technology like Doppler radar and pinpoint weather show me the beginnings of these dangerous storms, and I can go on the air immediately to let you know what's happening. Weather reporting has to be dependable every day, storm or shine.
The WITN 7 Weather Team. Dedicated, determined, dependable.
Welcome back to the Joe Dooley Show. Well, oftentimes you don't start your conference season on December 5th, but that was the case as the American Eagles come into town and take on the Pirates on Saturday. And, Joe, a real early beginning for the conference season.
Well, I guess most conferences have gone to that, playing one in. The Big East has started doing it. The ACC is obviously doing it. I guess it helps our conference in some regards. We were able to get an early start and maybe not be so backed up at the end of the year.
So the Pirates have 5 games under their belt before the conference opener with American. American coming in here under Art Perry in his second year, and an American team that you could tell they're a lot more athletic than they were last year.
They're very athletic. They're very big. Along the wings, Brown went from playing small forward last year to 2 guards. Small as a big kid to be playing at small forward. Patrick Doctor, 6'9", Telly. We all know how talented he is. They come off the bench with Keith Gray, who's very long and athletic. They're one of the most athletic teams in the league, and probably it's the most athletic AU team we've seen.
And a team that also is, as Joe mentioned, very big, and they were out-rebounding their opponents by 12 rebounds a game coming into the contest with East Carolina. Joe, I know you were concerned about them on the boards.
Well, through 6 games, they had 100 offensive rebounds, which is an absurd amount. That just shows how hard they go to the glass and how much they get after it. And, that was something we were really, really worried about.
An American ball club that, because they're a little bit more athletic, Joe, I think Art Perry's changed his style of play maybe just a little bit.
They've definitely pressured more. I think, when you see how long they are on the wing, that you can imagine why they would. They're just very long, they're athletic, they react back to the ball, and they deflect a lot of passes.
Let's go out to Williams Arena, Minchie's Coliseum now, pick up the highlights as the Pirates take on the Eagles. Highlights brought to you by PCS Phosphate. Conference opener, the Pirates take on the American Eagles, and Joe Evaldes, Joe Cease got off to a great start in this ballgame.
He really did. He was aggressive offensively. He did a nice job of looking for his shot, and right there's a terrific shot fake, nice shot, and puts another one away for us.
Evaldes would have 15 points in the first half, really came out with both barrels blazing in this one. American now pushes the ball up the floor, and an athletic team, they get a basket here in transition.
Doctor with a nice spin move. He's going to be a good player. He's a freshman, good finish right there.
There's a nice job by David getting along the baseline. Great job by Steven finishing that one, and great pass by David Taylor.
Steven's becoming a good finisher in the paint for the Pirates, scoring inside. And here's Neil Punt getting away for a layup.
Neil Punt did a nice job sealing. Brandon Hawkins did a nice job right there, improving the passing angle.
Hawkins now with the dribble drive penetration in the paint, and there is Steven, big-time dunk.
Well, he's been very active on the offensive glass, and if he can continue to do that and get out in transition, he can get himself some easy points.
Pirates are up 6, led by Joe Cease and Branch coming in off the bench, and now we see a shot from the perimeter and a 3.
Nice job by Kenyatta. He recognized that he wasn't being guarded, did a nice job putting the ball in the basket, and here goes Doctor again, good spin move, and that was a heck of a jump hook right there. Neil did a pretty good job defensively.
Really was. The 6'9" Patrick Doctor, just a freshman, getting the jump hook to go. Pirates come back, get the perimeter shot from Joe Cease.
He did a nice job recognizing the defense, did a good job of putting a three-point shot in there. There goes Olsen on a three-point shot against the zone, which was probably one of the first times they had scored against the zone in a while. And here goes E again for another 3.
Another 3 by Avaldas. He had 3 threes in this game, and Pirates continue to play good defense here. You can see the steal. Great steal by Hawkins. He takes it all the way and laid it in with the left hand.
Nice finish by Brandon. Good anticipation, and this was a key second half spurt. Our first half spurt just before the buzzer, and we did a nice job getting some points in transition right here.
Yeah, the Pirates really went into the locker room with a lot of momentum in this game as they ran off to a nice lead right before halftime. There's Hawkins again taking it coast to coast for the layup, and East Carolina has a lot of momentum going into the dressing room at halftime. We pick up highlights coming out in the second half, and Joe Cease with a nice jumper here.
Nice job right there. It was a tough pass to handle, but he did a nice job catching it and putting the ball in the basket. And there goes Brandon getting to the rim, and Quincy running to the offensive glass.
Quincy Hall, the 7-footer, with the dunk for the Pirates. And American keeps coming back here with the dribble drive penetration. They get a basket there in the paint.
Bobby Thompson did a nice job of driving the ball in there, and that was a tough shot. He made some good plays. They did some nice things, and there's an excellent pass by Avaldas and a nice finish by Neil Punt.
Neil got, as you can see, hit pretty good, but has the strength to get it in down on the block. American comes back, and they keep firing away from the outside, and there's a jumper again by Thompson.
We had to, we have to get out there quicker in the zone. Right there, we had a couple times we weren't very quick to get back at him. There's a good job by Brandon recognizing a pass fake and making a big three-point shot for us.
That really was a big one. Gave the Pirates a little breathing room. The 18-point lead would go down to 3 in the second half as American would really make a run. But there's Neil Punt again down on the block with a basket.
Nice job catching and finishing. And there's Vanderhorst and Bobby Thompson. Bobby Thompson comes off the screen and sizes it up and puts home another 3. Bobby hit some tough shots, made some very good plays, and there he is dribble driving the ball, pulling up and playing in between, and this is where they made a real big run.
Bobby Thompson had 12 points coming back to Greenville from D.H. Conley, playing with American in this ball game, and now the Pirates come back, and Neil Punt running the floor this time, gets the layup.
Nice job. Excellent pass by Alico, and we needed to make free throws at the end. We struggled. We were 12 for 22 for the game, which when you're in a free throw situation at the end of the game, you need to make more shots, but we made a couple key ones there by Brandon Hawkins.
Hawkins with a couple of really big free throws, and the Pirates go on to post the 6-point victory. East Carolina with a win to start the conference season, the victory over the American Eagles. There you see it, 64-58. So as you just saw, the Pirates hold on for the victory. 18-point lead was cut to 3, and Joe, you guys made it exciting for us.
Well, we've got to get better at controlling the ball at the end of the game. We did some things that we know we shouldn't do. We did some things that are uncharacteristic. We have to learn from that. We were fortunate to win the game. We didn't manage the clock well. We didn't manage the ball well at the end of the game. And, to the kids' defense, sometimes it's hard to play with the lead also. You worry about taking good shots, and sometimes you get a little passive offensively, and we didn't. We also missed some shots we need to make.
Avaldas Joe Cease had 22 points for the Pirates, 15 of those in the first half. Joe, I know this week you challenged him to come out from the get-go and really get after it.
Well, Avaldas had 22 in the game, 15 in the first half, and really had a, set the tone. I believe he had 9 of our first 10 points. He did a good job of not only that, he distributes the ball so well. He had 2 assists. He should have had about 5 or 6. Hopefully by the end of the year, some of those passes will be completed to guys that are looking for him.
Yeah, that's the real key. You got to be looking all the time. When Avaldas has the basketball, he's such a great passer. Pirates did a great job also playing zone defense, and I think it really kind of threw American for a loop in the first half.
Well, we tried to change it a little bit, and once we settled in, we got a few stops, and the other things that we were able to get rebound the ball and get out in transition with it.
We come back. We'll have more on the Joe Dooley Show right after this timeout.
It is grounded in the belief that for ideas to...
Got a little bit of playing time as a freshman. Really stepped it up last year as a sophomore, and this year as a junior. Joe, you've got him in the starting lineup.
Well, Garrett's getting us about 10 points a game, 10.5 points a game. He's matured. He understands what it's like to play at this level, and you know, he does a good job of playing his role.
Let's take an up-close and personal look now at Garrett Blackwelder, the Pirates' number 24.
Pretty savvy guy.
Despite a disappointing season last year, one bright spot for the ECU basketball team was the play of Garrett Blackwelder. Now a junior, Blackwelder hopes to build on his experiences.
We struggled towards the end of last year, and basically I just tried to work hard in the offseason to improve my game so I could help the team as much as possible this year.
But despite the Pirates losing their last 5 games a year ago, Blackwelder caught fire, leading the team in scoring in 3 of those contests.
There were probably a couple games where I led the team in scoring or something like that, and I just tried to take the positive things from last year, build on it over the summer, keep working on my game, and hopefully this year keep it going.
Coach Joe Dooley believes Blackwelder plays an important role in the Pirates' success on the court.
Garrett obviously can get us points in bunches, and you know, Garrett is one of those guys that you know, we know that when he gets a good look at the basket, we've got a good chance of going in. And I'll tell you, he's very dependable. He's going to do what he's supposed to do for the most part.
Which hopefully for the Pirates means scoring lots of points this season. Reporting for the Joe Dooley Show, I'm Ray Fisher.
Day 82. Coldest day yet. Even the dogs won't move. Still no radio contact and supplies are running low.
I brought you some cookies and some nice hot cocoa. Bye-bye, dear.
There are a few things you can always count on. The Go Anywhere Jeep Cherokee is just one of them. Now lease a 2-wheel drive Cherokee Sport for $269 a month and get all this at no extra charge. Check one out at your Jeep dealer.
Welcome to the Hilton, Greenville's home of world-class cuisine and deluxe accommodations. Whether you're traveling, come to expect from the Hilton. Hilton Greenville, the official hotel of ECU Athletics.
Where are you? What does your home mean to you? Is it a place that nurtures and protects you? Or is it something more? We are here to suggest that it is. To show you how the equity in your home can pay for some of the big things in life. A college education, braces, maybe even a little more room. A home provides many things, including the chance to do more for the people living inside it. Markovia, we are here. Let's get started.
I saw a UFO once. Nobody believed me. Then I saw something really amazing. A TV with extra channels of HBO at no extra cost.
It's HBO The Works. 3 different channels, 3 different choices. It's HBO, the #1 premium network. HBO Plus for 2 different HBO programs to watch. And HBO Signature for critically acclaimed films. Plus all the movies on Cinemax.
Nobody's gonna believe this.
Why should you watch WITN 7 News? It starts with the people.
Dedicated.
A news team of dedicated journalists asking the tough questions and searching for the truth.
Determined.
Determined to report the stories that are important to you. Taking you live in more counties with more reporters for more coverage.
Dependable.
A news team that's dependable, day after day.
Dedicated, determined, dependable. WITN 7 News.
Welcome back to the Joe Dooley Show. A busy week for East Carolina. The Pirates have to go on the road on Tuesday night and take on Wisconsin Green Bay up in Titletown. And then on Saturday, East Carolina will have a home game against Evansville. A couple of Midwestern teams, Joe, on the schedule this year.
Well, Wisconsin Green Bay, we got that series started through a scheduling coalition. We've had so many problems scheduling. Evansville was the home game we got out of it. The following year we returned to Evansville, and Wisconsin Green Bay comes here to Greenville.
So it should be some interesting basketball, and we all know how tough Wisconsin Green Bay is at home. We have experienced that firsthand a few years ago.
Well, you know, we talked about this the other day. They're the 15th winningest program in Division I basketball in the 90s. It's a great atmosphere. They have great support, and, you know, it'll be a terrific challenge.
Then Evansville comes in here on Saturday. 7 o'clock will be tip-off time. Saturday night in Greenville, and Evansville team's off to a great start.
They have a player that's the second or third leading scorer, returning it as far as points per game, as well as he scored almost 1,800 points in 3 years, and they've got a great system. Jim Cruz has done a great job. He's a Bobby Knight disciple, and they've won an awful lot of games the last few years.
They really have. Great basketball tradition at Evansville. It'll be a big game on a Saturday night. And Joe, I know you'll need to have a big home crowd to support the Pirates to help you out.
We do. The Purple Aces are terrific. They've got great tradition. You'll see a first-class basketball team in them, and I think it'll be a very tough game.
Yeah, it really will be a good attraction in Greenville on Saturday. Joe, congratulations on the victory, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, Jeff.
That's the head coach of the Pirates, Joe Dooley. Again, East Carolina home.
$40 Dial-O-Matic food slicer, all of it for only 4 easy payments of $14.99.
Ron, remember, now it's only 2 easy payments of only $19.99.
Please call the toll-free number that you see on your screen right now.
I had pressure from my 3 teenagers, and if you can believe it, they were selling me on health issues and economical issues. They loved the infomercial, and everywhere I looked there was that 800 number, and I finally called and bought it, and we've had it for 7 months. They love beef jerky, can't get it hot enough, and it's on our counter, it's part of our kitchen, and we just love it. And I just want to say to anybody out there, this is not a gimmick, this is for real.
What's your name?
My name's Barbara. I'm from Carlstadt, New Jersey, and I love my food dehydrator. I make a lot of beef jerky and a lot of snacks for fruit because I like to go hiking, and it sure is easy to pack along. I wouldn't trade mine or give it away to anybody.
We just love the dehydrator for the sheer variety of things you can make in it. The rule of thumb around our house is if it's moist and you can slice it, you can dehydrate it. We love it.
I love my dehydrator. I use it all throughout the year, especially at Christmas.
Do you? What do you do? What do you do different at Christmas time?
I do the ornaments. I do ornaments and I give them away, and they turn out fantastic. I don't have to bother with the oven.
I work at a gym, and all my buddies and I, we can't really eat pizza or anything in front of all the people working out. So I bring in these bags of bananas and the raisins and everything, and it's like a big hit.
I received my dehydrator as a gift, and I'm really happy with it. I like to save all the money on the spices, the parsley and cloves and all that, and we do avocado chips in it, and we use the avocado chips in the soup.
Now, a lot of people probably are thinking about getting this as a gift. Is it a good gift?
Yeah,
absolutely.
I had the dehydrator for several months and couldn't keep it going enough for the grandkids wanting all the jerky, so I had to buy another one.
We have the food dehydrator up there in our room. We dehydrate our own beef jerky, and we end up snacking on that all the time.
Terrific.
Great.
We make beef jerky, buffalo jerky, and venison.
I dehydrate the flours and make beautiful dried arrangements and then put them on top of the cakes. And I've had some really great results.
I buy everything on sale when I buy it, the meats and that. Most of the vegetables and the fruits come out of a garden.
Do you recommend this, Paul?
I recommend it to anybody that wants to save money and just enjoy themselves.
You heard what Ron said, and you've heard what all of our friends in the audience have said about their Ronco food dehydrators. I think it's time that you found out for yourself. I just want to encourage you to make a commitment for the health of your family, for the economy of your family, for nutritious eating, and frankly for the fun you and your whole family will have when you use the Ronco food dehydrator. It will be such a fabulous purchase for you. How about a Christmas gift? You couldn't do anything better than this, and it's as simple as picking up the telephone and calling this 1-800 number right here on the screen. And don't forget, when you do, you're going to get the Ronco food dehydrator, a $129 value, plus Ron is giving you free this $40 item. That's an extraordinary value.
Call now and get the $129.95 Ronco electric food dehydrator and beef jerky machine with recipe book for only 2 easy credit card payments of only $19.99. Order right now and get the $40 Dial-O-Matic food slicer absolutely free. Over a $150 value for only 2 easy credit card payments of $19.99 plus S&H. Or send $39.98 plus S&H to Ronco, Box 4052, Beverly Hills, California.
I don't know what you're waiting for. It's the best gift you'll ever give to your...
Hey kids, I'm Chandra Michaels, and good things are happening for you and your family in Eastern Carolina. During the month of December, you can be a part of the Wahoo swim team at the Galaxy Sports Complex in Lenoir County. School-age children with swimming abilities are encouraged to participate. Also, throughout the month of December, the Blind Center Christmas Shop will be open in Washington. It has unique gifts for everyone on your list. Thursday, December 10th through Saturday, December 12th, the Carteret Community Theater will present Mr. Scrooge beginning at 8 p.m. For more information, call 247-6897. And finally, on Saturday, December 12th from 8:30 a.m. till noon, you can have breakfast with Santa at the Rocky Mount Children's Museum. Please send your announcements 2 weeks in advance to Good Things, P.O. Box 468, Washington, North Carolina, 27889.
Made up my mind yet. What are you going to take?
Algebra.
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 If no one's explained how algebra, geometry, and calculus can improve your future, demand that you be told. Call NACME. We'll tell you.
Get your Weather Team forecast on 93.3 WERO.
The Joe Dooley Show, an inside look at Pirate basketball, is brought to you by Sprint, BB&T, Coeco Office Systems, Pepsi, Trademark, PCS Phosphate, Kaufman's Menswear, United States Cellular, Winn-Dixie, Chrysler Plymouth, Jeep Eagle, Wachovia, the Hilton Inn of Greenville, and by Multimedia Cablevision. Now, here's the voice of the Pirates, Jeff Charles.
Welcome to the Joe Dooley Show. The Pirates split this week. A tough game in Green Bay, Wisconsin against the Phoenix on Tuesday night. Then East Carolina comes home to Williams Arena, Minges Coliseum. A terrific victory over a very, very good Evansville basketball team, 82-79 on Saturday. And Joe, the week started on a downward note, but it sure finished on a high with a victory over Evansville.
Well, you know, obviously we hit both ends of the spectrum this week. We hit the low end on Tuesday night, and were able to respond and bounce back and had a real good feeling on Saturday night.
Obviously shows an awful lot about the character of this very young basketball team to bounce back like they did, Joe, from the game at Green Bay.
Well, in some regards, I think when you have a younger team, it helps you because it might not. I guess they haven't figured it out yet, and sometimes they probably don't hit the depths that maybe the coaches or an older team would. They're still in the process of figuring out what this whole thing is about, and we came back and practiced well. We knew what we did wrong. There's obviously a bunch of things we did wrong in Green Bay, and they came back and we got after pretty good the 2 days we practiced.
Well, the trip to Green Bay was a long one. Anytime you go up to northern Wisconsin and take on a Phoenix ball club, it's going to be a tough road to hoe because, Joe, we looked at the standings, the statistics going into the ball game. They had won 97 games in the 90s at home and only lost 20, and that pretty much tells the story.
That about sums it up right there. And you know, something we found out as we were researching, and you and I had talked about this. They're the 15th winningest program in the country in the 90s, and that's just a remarkable stats, a tribute to their program. And twice we've gone up there, and twice we've seen why they are.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it's not only that they win there; it's how they win. They're so tough to play against, aren't they?
Well, the style of play is it's something you'll never see again. It's sort of like playing against Princeton, although they're not that deliberate offensively. They don't spread you out that much, but it's just a bear to play against, and you can't simulate it in practice.
Let's go up to the Brown County Arena now in Titletown, USA, and pick up the highlights as the Pirates take on the Phoenix. Pick up the action as the Pirates take on the Phoenix of Green Bay up at the Brown County Arena, and we see him go inside to Karstensen, and he gets a basket.
I'll tell you one thing, he played a really good game. He had 22 points. He's a real solid player. And here Hill, who was the center, pops out and bangs a three, and they really got off to a good start offensively. They're so versatile offensively.
Yeah, that's a 6'10 guy shooting perimeter jump shots. The Pirates go inside, and Neil Punt gets a hoop.
Nice basket, nice pass from Maliko, good screen by Garrett, and a nice finish by Neil.
Wisconsin Green Bay, they can really run that offense, and there's Hill again at 6'10". He's got a great perimeter game.
You can never tell that he's a post player, and there goes LaRue to Hill again, and that's just a big-time move right there. I know that a lot of people will look at him for the next level.
It's Mike Heidemann, the head basketball coach at Wisconsin Green Bay, took over for Dick Bennett, was on Dick's staff with the Phoenix, and the Pirates get the transition basket here on the good steal.
Nice job right there by Brandon. He anticipated and picked that off and went down the other end, and there goes Karstensen down low again. He really he went to work. Unfortunately, we had a Valdez on him at that point, and they threw the ball right inside, and he made a nice shot.
Pirates are right in it here early, 12-12, and then Wisconsin-Green Bay comes up with a tip, and there's number 52 again.
He was terrific. I mean, he scored 22 points, and there goes Hill. We had a breakdown defensively. We reached, and they made us pay for every mistake. They're a terrific team.
Pirates coming back here with some dribble drive penetration, and the basket by Brandon Hawkins. Wisconsin-Green Bay inbounds the ball, but Pirates are down big here at halftime. Joe, you just got to try and crank it up here in the second half.
Yeah, and that was a big play right there. They called it a block on Quincy, and I lost my composure a little bit and got a technical there, and we were down 12-8, and that didn't help us any. And I guess Quincy decided he didn't want to try to take any more charges after that last one on that play.
And they get the easy hoop inside. Pirates are coming back here with the jump shot by Valdez, and he scores on the baseline.
Yeah, Valdez had a rough night. That was his only basket. He had some good looks. He didn't put the ball in the basket, and I guess it about summed up the night. You know, there goes Hill again, and you know, they're a very good team. They're in the midst of a 9-game homestand. They've won the first 3. I think that you'll see they're a team that's going to win a lot of games. Excellent pass by Kenyatta Brown right there to Quincy. Ironically enough, I thought the kids continued to play really hard. Kenyatta played well. That was a nice 3-point shot by him. The kids are still moving. It's not like we didn't stop playing. And you know, I think the one thing that we got out of it was that we maintained our poise. Vinny Sharp did a nice job. He played very, very well that night. Vinny and Kenyatta are probably the 2 highlights.
Pirates continue to run the offense. David Taylor doing a good job taking the ball down the paint. He's a real good slasher, getting the ball to the basket. David gets the hoop here, and the Pirates continue to work hard on the offensive end here against this very tough defense.
Yeah, and the kids kept playing hard, and you know, I thought that was a heck of a move right there by Kenyatta and Brandon right there. Ironically enough, all the baskets you see are probably all the points we scored right now. We've probably seen about 30 of the 36 we've scored. So there's a turnover. They just did a real good job the whole night, frustrating us, and it was a tough night.
And Wisconsin-Green Bay goes on to post a victory over the Pirates as Coach Heidemann and Coach Dooley shake hands after the ball game, and the Phoenix with the 63-36 win. So as you just saw, Wisconsin-Green Bay with the victory, and Joe, sometimes the wheels just kind of fall out, and you just kind of put it behind you and move on.
Well, obviously there wasn't much that went well there. We didn't play well offensively. Defensively, ironically enough, we weren't very bad. I mean, it wasn't like we were totally awful on defense, but for us to score 38 points, we were averaging 70, definitely wasn't going to help us any.
Yeah, it was a tough day, especially offensively for the Pirates, but things got a lot better a little bit later on in the week. And when we come back, we'll look at the highlights from a terrific win over Evansville right after this timeout.
He said he knew where he was going. My husband, the human compass.
You okay?
Yeah, fine.
She knows we're lost.
I said we should have looked this antique place up, but no.
I'm a dead man.
Sprint Yellow Pages. So complete, it even helps you find those out-of-the-way places. It's the best red Yellow Pages.
How much trouble can I be in? Oh.
I'm a great-grandmother, 71 and counting. Oh, I danced the swing. I danced the tango. I've seen money wasted, thrown away. I've seen it used to accomplish things I never dreamed possible. I will teach my great-grandchildren to know the difference.
Hi, I'm Jeff Charles, voice of the Pirates. I'm always on the go in pirate country, and it's nice to know that I can find a Trade Mart nearby. With over 50 locations, Trade Mart has the best gas prices around, plus a tasty snack for the road. As you know, I do an awful lot of talking. Football games, basketball games, speaking engagements, and I found the best way to quench my thirst is with an ice-cold Pepsi. True Pirate fans buy their gas at Trade Mart and drink Pepsi, and you can paint this one purple.
Hi there. You know, America loves Ricoh digital imaging. It's so fast, colorful, user-friendly. Hi, how you doing? Connectable, and so incredibly affordable. That's why you have made us the #1 maker of digital copiers in the USA. Thank you very much, Ricoh.